Have you ever felt a sudden insight, a deep knowing that seemed to come from nowhere? What if I told you that God has a direct channel to your mind, an actual part of your brain designed for divine communication? Modern neuroscience and ancient wisdom align on a stunning truth. Your brain isn't just a processor of thoughts, it's a receiver of higher guidance. And the best part? You can activate this connection consciously. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover might completely change how you perceive intuition, spirituality, and even your own decision-making. The human brain is more than a biological organ. It is a cosmic interface, a sacred vessel where divine communication unfolds. Within its intricate design lies a gateway through which God whispers, guiding souls toward their highest truth. Ancient wisdom and modern neuroscience converge on this point. Our thoughts are not mere electrical impulses, but conduits for higher intelligence. The key to unlocking this connection? Understanding the profound relationship between spirituality and the triune brain. Paul MacLean's triune brain theory reveals that the human mind is layered, each part influencing our perception of reality. The limbic system, the seat of emotions and subconscious memories, plays a pivotal role in divine communication. It is here that the unseen becomes felt, where spiritual experiences leave their imprint. Many mystics have described this as the space where God speaks, not in words, but in waves of intuition, in the silent knowing that transcends logic. Could it be that our ability to receive divine messages is shaped by our brain's very structure? But here's the mystery. Why do some hear this divine guidance clearly, while others remain trapped in mental noise? The answer may lie in neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on experience, focus, and intention. Just as habits shape personality, spiritual practices mold the brain, strengthening the neural pathways that make divine communication more accessible. If the brain is adaptable, then so is our ability to perceive the sacred. But how can we harness this power to reshape our spiritual awareness? The answer lies in the next revelation. The brain is not a rigid structure. It is fluid, ever-changing, reshaping itself with every thought, every emotion, every spiritual insight. This phenomenon, neuroplasticity, proves that transformation is not only possible, but inevitable for those who seek it. When one immerses in prayer, meditation, or deep contemplation, neural pathways shift, creating new patterns of perception and reaction. The old self dissolves, making space for a mind aligned with divine wisdom. Barbara O'Neill often speaks of the 7 laws that govern mental and physical health, including cause and effect, choice, and the power of words. These laws reveal a truth long known to mystics. What you consistently think and speak rewires your brain, shaping your reality. Have you ever felt lost, disconnected from who you really are? I created 3 transformative ebooks to help you reconnect with your true essence. Click on the link in the pinned comment and begin your transformation now. The limbic system, where emotions and memories reside, is deeply influenced by these mental habits. This is why spiritual discipline is not just about faith. It is about restructuring the very foundation of your being. Each choice, each repeated affirmation, strengthens or weakens neural circuits. This is the essence of decision-making in spiritual growth, to deliberately cultivate thoughts that expand consciousness rather than limit it. The brain, much like the soul, thrives on adaptation. But what happens when emotions take the lead? What role does the limbic system play in the battle between instinct and divine guidance? That is where we journey next. Deep within the brain lies the limbic system, the realm of emotions, memory, and subconscious reactions. It is here that the echoes of past experiences shape present choices, often without conscious awareness. This part of the brain can be both a portal to divine intuition and a battleground where fear, doubt, and unresolved wounds challenge our spiritual path. Those who seek enlightenment must learn to distinguish between instinctive emotional responses and true inner guidance. Paul MacLean's triune brain theory suggests that the limbic system operates alongside the rational mind and the primal instincts, creating an internal hierarchy of decision-making. When left unchecked, the emotional mind can overpower logic and intuition, leading to impulsive choices that disconnect one from divine flow. However, when trained through mindfulness, prayer, and deep reflection, this same system becomes a bridge, allowing divine communication to be felt, not just understood intellectually. Spirituality is not about suppressing emotions, but mastering them. When the mind is aligned with higher frequencies of thought, the limbic system no longer reacts out of fear, but responds with clarity and trust. But how does this relate to the 7 laws of mental health that Barbara O'Neill speaks of? And how can one practically apply these laws to rewire the brain toward resilience and spiritual strength? That's exactly where we're headed next. The mind, like the universe, operates under precise laws, unseen yet undeniable. Barbara O'Neill unveils 7 fundamental principles that shape mental and spiritual well-being. Among them, the laws of cause and effect, choice, and the power of words. Each thought and action sets a cause into motion, weaving the fabric of one's reality. The awakened mind understands this and begins to choose deliberately, crafting a path aligned with divine wisdom. Words, whether spoken or silently entertained, mold the brain's neuroplasticity. The subconscious does not discern between fleeting emotions and deeply held beliefs. It records everything, reinforcing patterns that either uplift or imprison the soul. By consciously selecting thoughts that reflect love, gratitude, and purpose, one rewires the brain, transforming not only mental health but also the energetic field that attracts life's experiences. This is the art of adaptation, the essence of spiritual evolution. Choice is the silent architect of destiny. Every moment presents a crossroads, to react in old patterns or to create a new. The triune brain, with its interplay of instinct, emotion, and reason, must be trained to serve higher consciousness rather than be enslaved by fear or habit. But there is one force that accelerates this transformation, one act that serves as a reset button for the soul and the brain alike: forgiveness. And that's exactly where we turn next. Forgiveness is more than a moral principle. It is a neurological reset, a deep rewiring of the mind and soul. When resentment lingers, the limbic system remains trapped in a cycle of stress, reactivating painful memories as if they were happening in the present. The brain does not distinguish between past wounds and current experiences. It simply reacts. But the moment true forgiveness takes place, the brain shifts, releasing the grip of old emotional patterns and making space for healing. Neuroscience confirms that habitual thoughts shape neural pathways. Holding onto anger strengthens circuits of pain, while forgiveness dissolves them, allowing the brain's plasticity to forge new connections of peace and resilience. This is why ancient spiritual teachings emphasize letting go, not as a passive act, but as a radical reclaiming of power. By choosing forgiveness, one reclaims energy previously tied to suffering, redirecting it toward creation and spiritual expansion. To forgive is to step into alignment with divine flow, to release not only the other, but also oneself from an unseen chain. Mental health flourishes when the burden of past wounds is lifted and the body too responds. Stress levels drop, immune function improves, and clarity returns. But true transformation does not stop here. Once forgiveness clears the path, the next step is adaptation, the ability to move forward, reshaping oneself and embracing life's ever-changing currents. Let's explore how life is in constant motion, and so is the brain. Just as rivers carve new paths through the earth, the mind reshapes itself in response to experience. Adaptation is not merely survival, it is the art of conscious transformation. The brain's neuroplasticity allows it to rewire itself, shifting from old wounds to new possibilities. Those who master resilience do not resist change. They move with it, shaping their reality with intention rather than fear. The limbic system, once bound by past emotional imprints, learns to respond differently. What once triggered pain becomes a lesson. What once seemed like loss reveals itself as redirection. Barbara O'Neill's insights on cause and effect remind us that every hardship carries the seed of renewal. Decision-making, when aligned with higher awareness, ceases to be reactive and becomes a deliberate act of creation. In this way, the brain does not simply adapt, it evolves. Resilience is not just about enduring difficulty, it is about emerging from it stronger, more attuned to divine wisdom. Just as the body strengthens through challenge, so does the mind. The choice to shift focus, to cultivate new habits, to rewrite internal narratives, this is the sacred work of transformation. By embracing this process, one moves beyond limitation, stepping fully into the power to create, heal, and align with the highest version of oneself. Now that you know how the brain connects with divine wisdom, the real question is, how will you use this knowledge? Will you start observing your thoughts more carefully? Will you reshape your mental patterns to align with higher guidance? The power is in your hands. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever experienced a moment of deep intuition that felt like a message from above? Share your experience in the comments. And if you want to keep exploring the mysteries of the mind and spirit, subscribe and turn on notifications, because this journey is just beginning. What if everything you thought you knew about ancient wisdom was only a fraction of the truth? For centuries, powerful knowledge was hidden, altered and buried, until now. From Jesus' mystical teachings to the lost secrets of sacred temples, we're uncovering what was meant to remain forgotten. Ready to reclaim this wisdom and see reality through a new lens? The revelations might change everything. Watch the next video to discover the knowledge they never wanted you to find.